Hi, children. All right, I'm going to have you watch me first. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, with the lights on, I want you to see if your fingers can follow my fingers. So for this first verse, we need to know the sign for little. And this is how you do it. So if you wanted to say little with just your hands, this is what you do. Can you say little with me? Little, yeah. So follow mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Freeze. Now we're gonna kind of cycle it in the air. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Good. Okay, now teachers, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to hand out a finger light to each child and then stand up when you have your finger light ready and we're ready to go. All right, hopefully your primary room is darker than this room. And just a reminder, teachers, if you have a child that's not quite ready to use a finger light, that's okay. We can practice using our own lights, our own finger lights right here. And when you're ready to have a finger light that glows, then we'll give you one. But for now, if we're not quite ready, just take it back and we'll practice with just fingers. Okay, follow me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now, that's what I do for week 1. Week 2 is now we work on the second verse. The room is still dark when I introduce it. And I say, okay, watch. Again, this is the second week. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Pause. And I actually forgot to explain one thing with the first verse on the first week. When I go through the finger one with them, I ask them, well, now this song, Jesus isn't asking us to take flashlights and let them shine. These are fun, but that's not really what he's talking about. So as we pass out the lights and sing, I want you guys to think about if you can think of maybe what this song is talking about when it says, let your light shine. What do you think they're talking about? And then we'll sing the verse, or I just, ask for answers right then. And junior primary is fun. I got some really interesting answers. But finally one girl was like, being kind to someone, or even just giving your smile. And I said, yes, that's like a great way to let your light shine. So that's the first week. Okay, then the second week, I show them, and then I ask them, after I demonstrate, and I say, okay, while we sing this song, I want you to think about if someone has been a light to you. Not so much how you've been a light to someone, but think of someone in your life that has maybe had their light shine and you've recognized that. So think about that as we sing. Okay, so for the second verse, the sign we need to know is go. If you were to say go with just your hands, you would point them out. Go. Can you say that with me? Go. Very good. Okay, so now take your fingers and see if you can follow with me. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm Now this one, we're going to start kind of small, and then it's going to swirl up to the top. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. So again, we're still on week 2. And now, children, let's sing it all together, but we're also going to include the first verse. So from the top. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Second verse. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Week 3. So this is the 3rd week of working on this, and that's all I do week 1 and week 2. And then on the 3rd week, I say, okay, we've already done verse 1 and verse 2. So now watch me for what we're going to do for verse 3. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We've been talking about letting our light shine and recognizing others' lights shine the past couple weeks. So as we go through the motions, I want you to think about if there was a time this week that you might have let your light shine. And so after we sing this, I'm going to ask for volunteers if you want to share your experience of how you let your light shine. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do the sign of Jesus. So Jesus, you take your middle finger and press it into the opposite palm like the nails in his palms. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Freeze. Now this one's kind of fun. We're gonna do jazz hands. So jazz hands is when you kind of just take your hand and kind of shake it back and forth like a tambourine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Okay, so let's sing through it all the way from the top. All right, again, lights are out. Teachers have handed out the lights in 10 seconds or less, hopefully. And I don't sing verse 1 or 2 ahead of time. We just learned the 3rd verse, and we're just going to hope that all the kids remember, and this is how we review. So, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Verse 2. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me, I'm gonna let it shine.